Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Henning Pauli. Today we're looking at this thing. It is an amp plug by Blackstar. And why is it special? Well, technically it isn't, because everyone and their mom has made an amp plug. Do you remember those Vox amp plugs, like little analog, pretty cheap, crappy things you plugged into your guitar and you could put on headphones and you could practice, which was way better than not having that. And those were improved with kind of modeling things. I think more probably had one. New X definitely had one, has one. Fender has the Mustang Micro based on their Mustang technology, built-in sounds that you can click through, but no app or anything. And now Fender has the Mustang, I think Micro Plus or whatever, where you do have an app and access to all the modeling stuff. So, the Harley Benton has theirs. Everyone and their mom has one of these. So Blackstar had to join the market with theirs, obviously. So how do I think it's different? Honestly, I really just think it's better. It just sounds better. Now, I don't even know how much this is. Let me figure it out. So the Beam Solo is €139, probably a little bit more in the States. And for that money, you can buy yourself a battery-powered practice solution that goes straight into your guitar, connects to an app, has loads of amps and effects, and sounds pretty darn good. But is it an actual tool that you could record with? It would be silly to think that this is something you would record with. It would literally be silly, right? Yes, it would be. Yet we still did it. Now in this video, we don't have snazzy product shots because, what's there to see? We don't have an unboxing because I got sick when I came home from Guitar Summit, where I got this and was on the couch and just unboxed it and played for hours with this. So sorry, I didn't film that. So what we have today is a different video. So what we got here is a swivable, that's the word, plug, and I tested it. It does even fit into the Strandbergs, which are in the back and a little bit weird. So it fits into most guitars. It will not fit into my STS guitars because you have to have an actual long plug, so that's not going to work. Or probably something like the original PRS Clio, where you have to have a long plug. So some guitars might not be compatible. However, then you just get an extension cord and you're good. So this is what it looks like. It is powered at the moment. So you get the power switch, you got the Bluetooth connector, we're going to use that. There's a big dial up here, and there are buttons on the side. See, right now I'm on volume, which it shows you. You can be on patch, and then you can put 5 different patches on there in the app. Why? Okay, guys, I just realized something, and it makes beyond 0 sense. This LED strip is MIDI controlled. Yes, it is MIDI controlled by this switcher. So when I switch amps, it does switch colors. However, when I dial this, it's not connected to anything right now. Can someone please explain to me why this changes colors if I switch presets here? That makes beyond 0 sense. That makes no sense. I just turned Bluetooth MIDI off in case there was a Bluetooth. That's not your problem, that's my problem. But when I'm switching this, the LED strip changes. That is beyond ridiculous. So, cool function. Okay, moving on. Here we got patch, and you got 5 patches. You can click gain, and then you can control the gain, and the white LED strip clearly shows you what's happening. We've got a basic EQ that you can tailor. Effects is more of the mix, wide, and then you've got your main volume. So pretty straightforward once you've dialed in your 5 patches in the app, which we get to in a sec. Obviously, you are plugging in headphones, and it has USB-C. And I assume that you could probably record directly with the USB-C into the computer. I'm going to look up if it has OTG, meaning it can record into cameras and stuff, and post that right there, because I haven't done that yet. So I'm going to plug this in, and I have a mini plug of stereo XLR, and that's how we're going into the system. Patch is on patch 1. This is my Kiesel Kyber. Just came in, absolutely gorgeous guitar. More on the bright and modern side, of course. That's not the stock preset. I clearly did something with the phaser or whatever. I have no idea what I did there. So I clearly did something to the patches because I recorded with it. No, folks, this is not your typical Vox amp plug from the yesteryear. Nope. Now, it of course swivels on the guitar, so it's a little bit harder to edit here, which you're not really supposed to. EQ. That's a nice lead sound. Can I get my phone in there? Is the question. I mean, the answer is yes. How easily can I get my phone in there? Dip, 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 dip. Push this button, I guess, till something flickers. Beam Solo Audio, there we go. Connected. Elevated jam tracks. That works, and that's what it's made for, and that's fun, and that's 139 euro. However, can you, by plugging it in and going into your audio interface, use that for actual production and real music, which of course is a stupid idea. But I did it, and here's the song. All the guitar sounds are this thing. No shit. No processing, no big mixing. This is it. Hello, I was just on the phone with Blackstar because I couldn't for the life of me connect the app to the Beam Solo. But that's not your problem. That's not a problem they have. That's a problem I have, which also explains why the LED script was changing, because I have a CME MIDI splitter behind all this stuff over there. And that also has Bluetooth MIDI. And for some reason, it automatically connected to the Beam Solo. The Beam Solo was sending program changes to it. And if it is connected with Bluetooth MIDI or Bluetooth Low Energy to the MIDI splitter, well, then it can't connect to the app. That took a while to figure out, but now we have the app open. We have an open app. And here it is. Now I don't really have to do anything there. I can do things here. So you can see you have pre-effects, right? You have gates, filters and comps, and drives and fuzzes. Let's turn them all off. You have amps, and more than just the Blackstar amps, there's a St. James, which really by itself is technically enough. We have Fendery things, more Blackstarsies, Voxies, something Marshall-y, and then 6505s and Recties, acoustic, and some basses. So let's go with very clean here, Ampton. Post effects, we have the phaser, which was on, so we're going to turn that off. And of course, you can pick on the modulation side here from the harmonic tremolo, the phaser, the scripting, a whole bunch of things, but not too many, which is important so you can actually get to the playing. The delays, what do we have? Tape echo, multi-tap, shimmer, analog digital. That's really all that you need. And I picked a multi-tap because I like those. And there's a plate reverb. So there's the cab brick, and there is the in the room option, which is a new thing that they added so that it actually sounds like it's in the room with you. Let's play a bit, get some sounds. Or you go to a mic. Really beautiful visualization there. You can, of course, go to different cabs. I have this cab. That's a nice one. And so on. So we go back to the amp. You really just make yourself 5 presets and then probably don't have to go back in there. Pretty dynamic. So we can now push that with the drive. What do we want? We want the green one. Or just to boost, and we boost the shit out of it. Always remember, this is a €139 amp plug that you're hearing. Not bad at all. Octopus. We have a compressor. Let's build a nice clean sound. There's also envelope filters and so on. Here, that's what we want. And there's also gate and noise reduction. That actually works, wow. Nice. It's pretty straightforward what you got to do here, right? We want a tape delay. Oh, it's tapable. That's actually rather nice. Save, override. It's not on your device yet. Save to device. Patch 1, save to device. Done. So let's go to patch 2. And it changes. I want to You know what? I'll save this to device. Patch 2, done. So we're gonna get a heavy sound now on number 3. Yep. I set that up previously, so that's pretty good actually. Gonna go for an 800, pushing that with a tube screamer, which it already is. Gonna make a lead sound out of that by actually analog delay. Unsync it. Done. Save the device 4. And maybe on the last one, we might want to have something. What's on here? And this is how easily you have programmed your 5 patches. Less effect. Or more of your effect. Is there a tuner? Recordings. Oh, you have to connect it with USB, then you can even record directly. What is this? Signal chain overview. Neat. Music. Yeah, Tom James is built in. Look, Tom's in here. Hey, Tom. I think it was me a few years ago who recommended work with Tom James. He's good. So I'm going to take credit for him being in there. There's lessons and more of Tom James's tracks. Nice. Is there a tuner? Is the question. Tuner. There you go. A little bit hidden. That's why it sounds like shit. Pretty precise, actually. And there we go. This is good. I was going to say for the money, but it's just good. It's what we want amp plugs to be. Some practice, yes, absolutely. And many of them, like the Fender, are absolutely great options. This can be now fully programmed. Basic editing on it that actually makes sense with the line on it. And I mean, I recorded a full song with it, which if I heard it on the radio, I would never ever think, oh, you know what? Had they only used amps, because I'm just enjoying the music. I think Blackstar's got something really awesome here for a fair price that sounds good. And if you don't have Bluetooth BLE MIDI splitters in the room, it even connects with the app immediately. So that's a little bit of a warning to you guys. This is killer. I had a blast with it. I couldn't believe how that track came out. That's all I gotta say. Hope that taught you something. I'll put links below to all the applicable stores. Thanks for commissioning this video, Blackstar, and animals at the end.